Today is going to be a bit rough around the edges because I'm just going to be setting stuff up as we go. But I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. I don't even know what a Kaplan is. So of course we're going to play on stealth. Would you like a brief tutorial? I would like a brief tutorial, please! Okay.
This is it.
Wow, look at this place.
Still can't believe the deal we got.
This is not tutorial.
Where's my room?
Right up there, buddy.
Oh, am I a ghost? Oh, I think I'm a ghost. I like that I'm a ghost. I move very slowly for a ghost. Ooh, look at the letter on the dining room table and read it by pressing space. These are really low seats for a dining room table. Like, okay, so this is like the waist-high counter. So this is at like my knees? Who wants a table that's like a knee height? Like, do these people have incredibly skinny legs? Okay, I may be reading too much into this. Vino. Got some vino here. Ooh, telephone. Everything's got that kind of like... We're going to look cel-shaded-y, so everything's going to be outlined in like heavy black. I can't jump. No jumping is... Okay, so we're going to keep looking around. I like though that the way that that's done, because like you pivot around something as you see its edges. Ooh. Let's see if I can fail in the tutorial. That would be amazing. No, I don't seem to be able to. All the doors are closed. Fine! We'll go look at the letter on the table. Mr. Kaplan, welcome to your home for the summer. We're very excited to have you. This is one of our most popular properties, and I'm sure you and your family will have a memorable visit. We have booked you through August 31st. Your security deposit has cleared, and our cleaning service freshened everything up for you on Saturday. You can buy groceries at McLennan's in town, and if you'd like to eat dinner out, there are quite a few restaurants on Meridian Avenue just off Fairview. If you have any questions, or if you run into any trouble at all, please don't hesitate to call Pete Fuller, Hannigan Rentals, Hannigan Rentals, Sydney Bluffs, Oregon. Okay. Now what? Look at the light fixture. Oh, I get to possess the... Kaplans can't see you while you're possessing a light fixture, so possession is the safest way to explore. You can jump from one light fixture to another in order to move through the house unseen. Woo! Woo! Where is office? Oh, this is cool. 6 days later.
We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
I am going to hunt. So is this kind of like The Shining? Your goal in each chapter is to figure out the dilemma facing Dan and decide how he should resolve the situation. Each member of the family desires a different outcome, and it's up to you to decide which path to take. If you remain undetected and learn the desires of more than one character, you can uncover compromises that will help the family. I'm just going to check something. Writer's block. Alright, where's my mouse? There we go. I'm just gonna make sure I updated my Steam info. Or Steam, Twitch. Writer's block. After a week at the house... Man, that guy types slowly. Alright, so we're gonna go back up to the office to look for a clue, but... I suspect that there are more than just that for a clue. So we're just gonna look for anything that looks like... Oh, there's stuff over there. What's this? Ogburn whiskey. Okay, so this is just more alcohol. That's boring. What's that? So I'm guessing somebody wants to go fishing. And somebody's been drinking. Yeah, well, let's go upstairs. I want to get into the bathroom without being seen. That seems to be actually rather difficult. Oh, this is the little boy's room. Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about that then. Racing Roger. Interesting. Okay. Bunch of crayons but no paper. Very suspicious. Little boy has his own bathroom. Like he's got his own ensuite. Little boy, you are fucking spoiled. Alright, so there's no one here. Okay. Dan's journal is on the desk. Read it. Bunch of balled up paper, a satchel. Alright.
Writer's block. I can't believe I just wrote that. Writer's block. There, again. Those two words are apparently the only damn thing I can write. I don't think it's been this bad since high school. Mr. Holder's class, an essay about Faulkner. Dan Kaplan, little-known author of Tramer's Way and Windsong, has run out of steam. Closed my eyes last night and saw a literary register article about myself. That was the first line. Paul wants 3 chapters next week, and so far I've got 2,000 words so sloppy I can barely read them. I cannot blow my schedule. Paul said Grovefield's been very clear about what comes next if I keep slipping deadlines. Why did this happen as soon as we got here? This was supposed to simplify things, but so far it's been nothing but staring at a blank page. Maybe a walk will help. Or a long drive. Or a drink.
Okay. Each character has a number of writings or drawings to discover. You found one of Dan's. Now you should know what's troubling him. You should search the house for him to discover more about his dilemma. Okay. Well, I see Dan. Look for Dan in the upstairs bedroom. Why, thank you, game. So, I wish I could, like... Yeah. So, Dan's in there. When you look at a character, you can press space to see what they're thinking about. Okay. The cloud around Dan's head indicates that he's remembering specific moments in the past. You have the ability to explore his memories to learn more about the current chapter. Approach Dan from behind and press space to enter his memory. Interesting. Now you've entered Dan's memory, you can explore it freely. Follow the sounds to locate different moments that are on his mind. When you find a specific moment, press space to uncover more about what's troubling Dan in this chapter. You can exit Dan's memory whenever you wish, and you can return to it any time by approaching him from behind and pressing space. Okay. So have we been here before then?
think coming here will help? Do you think coming here will help?
Ah, okay.
It has to. It has to.
Do you think coming here will help?
This game is a lot creepier than I was expecting. Like, a lot creepier. So then, if this is Dan's memory, is this stuff to... Oh, okay.
Tommy rode into town with me today. He saw some kids his age playing on the swings at the park, and I could tell he wanted to go play with them. It got me thinking, did we swing the pendulum too far just to get him away from those bullies? Kids can bounce back quick sometimes. What if this is the worst thing we could have done? Then he asked how Daddy's book was going, and without even thinking, I said, "Great, my man." Felt awful right away. It's a white lie, sure, but why not be honest? When he was younger, he was just a bundle of physical needs, but now he's like a mental, emotional sponge. He's around Linda and me all the time, and I can see him changing every day in 1,000 small ways. That scares the hell out of me. What am I teaching him with a white lie?
Interesting. Okay. You found all the moments in this character's memory. You can come out back and re-examine it any time or exit. Okay. Okay, interesting. So the whiskey... So this must be sometime within the last 6 days, because the whiskey's there.
Dan, we're back.
Now that Linda and Tommy are home, you should look for clues. Discover what's in their mind and explore their memories. Remember to stay out of sight and use possession to keep from alerting the Kaplans. If you remain undetected, you can earn additional opportunities to influence their story. Okay.
Meow. Hey, Mommy, look. Having fun?
Ideas. Alice listens in a phone call. Problem. Ruin sympathy for Alice. Solvable? Probably not. Too cheap and easy. Seen at the lake. Alice sees them there. Could definitely work. Comeuppance for Scott. Alice stays innocent. Sarah sees who Scott really is. Yeah, I think that works. Now let's press tab to see your progress and find out what you need to do to move forward. You can press escape to view the help screen or adjust options like your screen size. Most sensitivity volume. Okay. You discovered enough about this character to find out how they want to resolve this chapter. Read their thoughts and learn how you can help them. Okay.
Mommy, look. It's nicely done,
Okay, well, let's go up in here. Choose this character's outcome. Find the object in blue text and select it. Continue exploring the host if you'd like to discover what the other characters want to do. Interesting. Okay. Not really. Well, okay, yes, I do understand that part. That part I really didn't need. Okay. Okay, so I already explored that memory. He wants to help his dad. Like, I get that. No, wait, no. There's something over here.
Are there any other kids? Are there any other kids?
We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out.
Are there any other kids?
Okay, so while processing a light fixture, you can press E to make the light flicker. This causes nearby characters to investigate the light fixture for a short time. Use this ability to lure characters away from other areas.
Ooh, it's broke.
Cool. Okay, I don't see anything in here I need to play with.
Why does it keep doing that?
So is there anything interesting in... Oh, there is something interesting in here. Okay, so then can I lure her out here? Ba-da-ba-da,
We just checked that one. Another thing to do.
Okay.
It's such a crazy thought, the three of us all alone in this house all summer. I never thought we could afford a place like this, but the price surprised us both when we saw it. I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Maybe it has a raccoon problem or a toilet that backs up. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh, and I'm painting again. I got set up today. I felt a buzz right away. So much time to work. I haven't had a space like this in forever, probably since I left the studio. I went straight into a new piece today, got lost, looked up to see it was 2 hours later. I think this new one has promise, though I still have some rust to shake off. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go check on Dan and see if his new office is doing anything for him. He's pretty frustrated, but he has to figure something out soon, or this place won't be any different than home. Just start over.
I'm really surprised she didn't see me. I almost wonder if it's like in baby mode right now or something.
I think we've done a good job of putting on happy faces for Tommy. If he knows there's something wrong, he's not showing it. We told him this is just a fun family vacation, and he seems to like it here so far. But this might be it for Dan and me. Neither one of us has said the word yet, but I know it's right there under the surface. We've been dancing around it. I can't even bring myself to write the word here. Writing it would be almost as bad as saying it, because once it's there, it becomes real, a thing we have to deal with. I'm not ready for that yet. We agreed to make this a fresh start.
Interesting.
I think he did too. Now we just have to treat each day like a new beginning.
So it looks like everyone is kind of like emotionally messed up right now.
Me too.
I promise.
Me too.
I promise.
Me too.
I promise. I promise.
Me too.
Okay, Stan's looking for his notebook. Okay, I need to get Linda away from the table, so... Let's see if I can get her to come over here. Linda!
again? I just fixed it.
Will you come in here?
Another thing to do. Stupid thing.
Pick up more canvases. Art store anywhere in town? Galleries or studios? Okay. Okay, so I'm a lamp once more. I'm a lamp! I'm a lamp! Hmm. Oh shit. So I know what Linda wants. So what does little Billy want? I can't remember his name, so his name's Billy now. Little Billy, what do you want? Oh, I know what little Billy wants. Little Billy wants to play a game with his dad, doesn't he? But I can't seem to access any of those games. Is it a game that's in here? Or is it this game? It must be. Maybe it's this game? No. Oh, there's something. So little Billy knows that his dad is frustrated. Tommy. Yeah, that was not a bad guess. Of me calling him Billy. If his name is Tommy. Me and Daddy play Race and Roger. Okay, so then what do we do now?
Writer's block. Again. It has to. It has to.
Do you think coming here will help?
So then, do I remember... trying to figure out what the best... like... Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost! Yeah, I'm terrible at being a spooky ghost. Like, really. I am the worst spooky ghost ever.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, you know.
So then can I, like... So I know what I want them to do, I just don't know what I'm supposed to do to make them do that. Like, I think... I've never seen any of those movies. They look like Jump Scare the movie, and that's just like,
Whoa, it's messed up again.
Okay, so then like...
Why'd it do that?
Alright, so then... Okay, what happens if I pick... We'll choose Tommy's resolution for this chapter. Dan and Linda will be disappointed. However, if you've discovered Dan or Linda's desired outcome and haven't spooked them, you'll find a compromise with one of them in the next chapter. Press escape to continue playing or... Okay. Alright, so... I think the wine is the best choice right now. I seem to be like Casper the... like, I'm Asper the helpful ghost? Right, so I'm going to choose Linda's outcome and get everyone smashed. Because I think drinking will help Dad. Kaplans are asleep. Oh, now we're going paranormal activity. Explore the house for clues about its past, and then whisper your decision to Dan. Be careful. By playing carefully and learning the desires of more than one character, you've earned the ability to find a compromise with any character you didn't spook in the previous chapter. You can only select one character for a compromise. Press tab to view possible compromises. Okay, I think it's best for Tommy if Dan and her, you know, make up a bit, so... Oh. From the desk of Harold Baxter. Mr. Lowry finally gave in and asked me to inspect the house. I believe he simply grew tired of hearing me ask, although I think deep down he knows I'm correct. A property like this simply doesn't change hands every year without a reason. I noticed patterns. The pattern when I was cleaning out the old files this house kept coming up. It's changed almost 7 times in the past 13 years. I began digging, and not a single one of the sales was financially motivated. People just seemed to keep deciding that they'd rather live somewhere else. Which doesn't add up in my mind. The view is striking. The isolation and privacy alone make it a great property, and the remoteness can't be an issue. Certainly no one can afford this kind of home. No one who can afford this kind of home needs to work for money. It's a mystery, but that's why I'm here. You could take a bunch of sleeping pills and throw them in. Alright, continue. Almost realized I hadn't muted my Chrome. Alright, so I think the compromise I need to do is okay, actually I should look for more hints about the house. Hints about the house. Hints about the house. And I hope she doesn't stab everyone. It'd be bad for Tommy. Tommy, we'll help you out tomorrow. Right now, Mommy and Daddy need to get their groove back. Oh, there's another notebook. Another note from the desk of Harold Baxter. Standing in the kitchen, drinking coffee and admiring the view. I simply don't understand it. Who wouldn't want to see this every morning? I wouldn't. I would be driven crazy living somewhere like this. So isolated. That appears to be the great question of 451 Timberline Road. I slept very well last night. It's a good thing the previous owners left the house furnished. It was just about as quiet as anywhere I've ever seen. The only sounds today are the ocean and a few birds. After I finish breakfast, I plan to begin my inspection. I was inspecting upstairs walkway to make sure the railing was sturdy when I saw something odd downstairs. I'm not certain I can describe it. I've already talked myself halfway out of thinking it was anything at all. It was probably just a trick of the light coming in through the big windows. I'll wait for time. Okay, so we're a half hour in. Just curious. Curious and curious. Okay, so select the notebook. Yeah. So we want to choose Dan's compromise. And then Tommy will help you tomorrow. We need to get Mummy and Daddy feeling a bit better first. Drop the chandelier on their head. The next night, Dan surprised Linda by grabbing a bottle of wine and asking her if she wanted to drink it and catch up after they got Tommy to bed. They put on their favorite Miles Tanner record and cuddled on the couch, laughing and catching up on things before stumbling to bed. The summer was off to a good start for them. Dan spent the next few days forcing his way through scenes he knew weren't good enough to hit his deadline. But the day before sending the work out, a thought came to him from nowhere, telling him to check behind the bedroom desk for his own notebook. Though he didn't have a chance to rewrite everything, he did have time to write an outline and include it with the package, which smoothed things over with his agent. Poor Tommy. Dan's mind was elsewhere when Tommy tried to get his dad to play Racing Roger with him. Linda found Tommy trying to play the game by himself after dinner. She sat down and played a few games with him to cheer him up, but she could tell he really wanted to play with Dan. Well, okay, I know, Tommy. I know that's sad. I'm very sad. We're gonna help you, Tommy, though. I'm gonna try and make you all one big happy family again, because I am the ghost with the most. I'm the ghostess with the mostest. The show. God, am I playing Beetlejuice? Like, am I playing, like, just... Instead of, like, chaotic neutral Beetlejuice, I'm playing, like, lawful good Beetlejuice or neutral good Beetlejuice? The whiskey moved. I feel like I am playing Beetlejuice, kind of. Well, also I'm helping live. Oh, sweet, they changed. Okay, that I really appreciate. I like when I see people go to the effort of actually. Whoa. Okay. I like seeing games go to the effort of actually like changing the clothes of the characters.
Cool, can we go?
Right down there.
Cool, can we go?
Down to the lake? This is
Right
all,
down there.
or is this must be the ocean. It has to be the you know, the more I play this, the more Stephen King-y it feels. And now that I'm realizing where we are, like that's probably the Atlantic Ocean and this is, I bet, no. Well, I guess it's at Oregon, so I guess it's the West Coast, but it just, I don't know. I want to pretend it's Maine. And that the person that rented us the cabin is just on the West Coast, because that makes sense. And yes, I wish I could make the toilet angry. I can insult it. Hey, toilet! You're asshole! Or maybe you just see a lot of assholes. Let's go find more memories. Okay, that's the same drawing as before.
It broke again.
Doopa doopa doopa. Okay, so there's like a file folder there. Oh man, everyone is coming to
Why'd it do that?
the same place, which is making
Hey, bud.
things hard for me. So let's go up here then, I guess. Considering that there's no one upstairs right now is a good time to look around. In arts and entertainment news, the Westlake Gallery has announced a show by visiting artist Linda Kaplan. A resident of Laurenton, Mrs. Kaplan is visiting the coast with her family and has completed a new series of she describes as an expression of restrained emotion using society's imposition on nature as a lens. Details of the show will be forthcoming. Local art enthusiasts will doubly be pleased to learn that the community center will be blah 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 blah. You guys stay downstairs, okay? What's this? Friday, Wrap Draft. Saturday, Fam Day. Sunday, Dialogue Pass. Fix Alice. Revisions when? The Literary Register, May edition. Inside, the Books of Summer, Adam Squire's The Interview, and America's top small-run publishers.
It just never stops. Every time I plot something I think will hold together, it falls to pieces. This thing was supposed to be done months ago, but the further I get, the harder it is to make it all work. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems at first. I'll think about a problem for days, finally come up with a fix, and then realize it breaks something somewhere else. I can barely hold all the threads together. Sometimes this thing just feels too big for me and I want to burn it and walk away. But what else would I do? And the deadlines don't help either. I can't think harder or faster. This stuff comes when it comes, and getting stressed out about it just makes it harder to get the words down. Like right now, I'm writing about the thing instead of working on the thing. Damn it, Dan, get to work.
Dan, I think your problem, Dan, is that instead of writing a book, I think you need to change the topic of your book. I think that's your problem right now. Is that your book needs to be about, like, frustration with writing. A kid wants to sit on a giant banana while holding an upside-down orange turtle. Okay. This note, good for one adventure. Signed, Daddy. Alright.
What about that?
Some sort of weird spiky ocarina. Okay. There we go.
Just mailed the package to Paul and I might have dodged the bullet. I was most of the way through writing some pretty embarrassing stuff. Alice eavesdropping on a phone call to give one particularly ugly example, when I decided to look for my notebook one more time. Maybe it was desperation, but something just told me to try it. I lucked out and found it this time and almost sprinted back to the office to see how much I could repair. I didn't have time to rework it all, but I sent Paul a good outline with the chapters I did have. I hope it works.
Memories, I don't know any words to this stupid song. Where is more Dan? Okay. I guess I should just use the lamps even in memories, just because it's so much faster to, like, zip around the house with. Oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, what's wrong?
Well, Dan's really fucking frustrated. That's for sure. I got all of Dan's memories, yeah, okay. Alright, I need to get you to come over here. Or not.
What, again?
Oh, shit! Why is everyone coming down here?
Another look later.
Hey, you.
Hey, babe.
You guys are not helping me. Dangly parts.
Has it been 5 years already? I still remember the thought that blindsided me when I saw Tommy for the first time. He's my new creative work. TJ gave me such a look when I told her I was going to cut back on my painting, but she doesn't have any kids, so there's no way she could understand. It's hard to top creating an entire person. Maybe she thought Dan told me I had to stay home.
I wish I
That would
could.
have been a very short conversation. Still, I can't ignore the fact that it's time to figure out what on hold means. What would it look like to go back full time? Do I want to?
You guys finally leaving? Miss Kaplan, we're thrilled to be exhibiting your work Thursday. I know this all came together a little last minute, but our secretary is only part-time and she sometimes gets behind. I've sent along some forms and samples for the ad we plan to run in this week's paper. I know it is probably the last thing you want to worry about right now, but but what's the point of putting on a show if no one knows about it? Anyhow, I know this is all a bit hectic, but we might be small. We have a lot of heart, and we're excited to put your show. Nicole Adams, Westlake Gallery. Ooh, I'm spooky, but I actually don't want to spook anyone because that makes things harder for me. If I spook people, then I result in shitty outcomes, and I really don't want to be the dick. Paul called again. You're gonna call him back, Lynn. Okay. Read Dan's thoughts. Daniel! Daniel! Where are you? Are you in here? No. Motherfucker.
Fine, alright.
Daniel? They're not, like, getting it on or something, are they? Where are you guys? Chain myself to the typewriter to make it. Yeah, Dan, I don't think that's helpful. Okay, I need to find more of Linda's memories. Get.
Paul. Hey man, if I'd known my letter would set you off like that, I wouldn't have written. My fault. Let's both just calm down. I see now that it was stupid to ask if you knew any art agents. That's like you asking me if I know any professional sculptors. Dumb question, point taken. But believe me, no one's more worried about the schedule than I am. I think about it every day. I can't get away from it. Most nights I start thinking about it and can't stop. My heart
Yeah, I'm
starts
like
beating out of control.
I'm like a low tier ghost. I'm like
down. I'm not slacking off, man. I shouldn't have made you think I was focused on anything else. I'll get everything sorted out. Seriously. Dan.
I'm like Swayze in Ghost, I think. I think I'm remembering the right actor. It was Patrick Swayze that was in Ghost, right? With somebody. I don't know. I've seen that movie once. I don't really have any hankering to see it again anytime soon. Oh, that was bad. Now, I need to find more clues. Have I looked at Linda? Maybe I haven't looked at Linda's memories. No, that's not Linda. Linda!
Oh yeah, maybe if I don't know yet, honey.
What is it, Mommy?
Maybe I'll be able to, like, move a quarter by the time I'm done. Linda!
I knew we should have eaten something with that wine last night. My head is killing me. It was totally worth it, though. We put on some music and hung out on the couch, all cuddled up like we were freshmen again. He didn't talk about his book once. We got a little too into a discussion about whose favorite band from college was still the best, and we accidentally woke Tommy up. We got him settled back down and decided to call it a night, too. Well, except for... I better not write about that part.
They had the sex. Oh, how quaint.
Oh, yeah.
Dan can take care of the promo forms on the coffee table. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so we're worrying about Linda first. Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna worry about Tommy first, and then if I fucked things up... Oh, okay, no, the bucket's downstairs. What am I thinking? Tommy got no love yesterday. Tommy is a sad little sack of a boy, so we're gonna help him. Kids. No, over here. I need... Hey, everyone over here! Over here! I'm a ghost! I'm a flickering lighty of a ghost! Okay. So then I should be able to go and choose this as the second thing. Yeah, so Dan's choice is incredibly unhealthy, so fuck that. Let's find out. More notes from the desk of Harold Baxter. I'm certain there's something strange with the light here. It must be those windows. I was reviewing old deeds in the living area, and I saw some sort of flash of light out of the corner of my eye. I'd assume the elevation would put the ocean too far away for the sun to reflect off a wave, but perhaps not. I looked, but there was nothing here but a strange shimmer, like heat above asphalt on a hot road. It dissipated almost immediately. Perhaps some concentration of the light caused it. But on to work. I've begun cataloging possible options for the property. I owe Mr. Lowry a report by the 24th. It's driving me crazy that the eyes look like ones in this font. Because my brain keeps trying to say, one would assume... Okay, so there should be, I'm hoping, like another note or something about the hosts. Ooh, it's nighttime, which means everything's grayscale. I don't know why. Hello, my shitty friend. Oh, it's a bird. A cage. I should just say hello to the toilet now, like always. Hello, toilet! And hello, sister toilet! What? What did you say to me, toilet? Are you taking the piss? Ha 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 ha! The desk of Harold Baxter. I failed to log my activities yesterday, as nothing of note occurred. But there have been no tricks of the light for the last few days, and I've grown certain that the ones I saw were reflections from the ocean, improbably reaching the house. I've been able to focus on the task at hand, and am suitably pleased with the condition of the property. I have also received a decision on how to proceed. It came to me this morning as I stood in the conservatory, admiring the beauty of the forest. I hadn't begun my work yet, and was thinking of nothing in particular when an idea came into my head fully formed. I was surprised that it appeared with such clarity, but it's not unheard of for the mind to ponder a question in the subconscious. As for the idea, it is quite simple. I will buy the house myself. Maybe Pulkin Daycare. God, this is the story about a possessed lamp, isn't it? Dan knew that grown-up problems like deadlines and promo write-ups didn't carry much weight with Tommy. He also knew that there were no conch shells in Oregon, so he ordered one from a catalog with express shipping. He got it there in time for Dan to sneak up and bury it on Friday. The look on Tommy's face when he dug it up was worth it. Dan couldn't find the time to write Linda's promotional materials from scratch, so he offered to stay up late Saturday night to help her fine-tune the copy. Her take on the ad, heavier on the visuals than originally planned, needed only minor wordsmithing, and the late night paid off with an ad they were proud of. Yeah. Dan missed his deadline. Paul called to chew him out, and even Tommy and Linda were both upstairs to hear the agent's voice over the phone. It just added to the pressure that Dan was putting on himself, and he spent 2 days in a distracted fog before he got back to any sort of rhythm on his book. Well, I'm sorry, but you need to pay attention to your wife and kid. So, you're the one that had a kid. The funeral. Okay, this is a good time for me to take a short break.